What's good, everybody? It's your boy Baby Thug, and we back with another banger like always. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and look, man, much love to everybody that's been showing love since day one. Now let's get into it. It's episode 13 of the Baby Thug Show, and we got a special artist in here today coming out of Ogden, Utah, Mrs. Daje herself. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? I'm Daje, like Daje, like Daj and then A. That's how I always tell people to remember it. Or Dulce and Gabbana, Daj and Gabbana. But that's
Okay.
me, you know.
Okay. So, I mean, shit, let's get into it then. I mean, you're coming out of the city of Ogden. I mean, I see you're making numbers. The first woman out of the city of Utah, I mean, out of the state of Utah that I could say put a Rolls Royce in her music video. How was that? And where did this journey begin for you?
Well, I'm gonna just say that I'm from West Ogden. Um, so that's where I grew up at in West Ogden. It was just kind of like a game for me anyway. I was thinking about it today at work. Like, what would I say? Like, it was just like we were at the park and I was like, let's write a song, all of us, and then put it together, see what it sounds like. And that was always something that came natural to me is music is I want to be a part of it. I don't know what I want to do, but I want to be a part of it. And I was trying to get my friends involved, and all of us have different dreams and passions, but I was trying to get them involved in mine. But I don't know, the Rolls Royce, when I pulled up, my manager just had it there and he was just, whatever you want, let me know and I'll make it happen. And I was like, okay, for sure, because he's telling me all I got to do is show up. And I love that because I'm showing up every time.
I bet. So let's. All right. So look. I mean, shit. So you got managers and shit. So when would you say that this first took off for you?
Well, I did a show like in 2019. I had a team, but that kind of fell apart. So like now that I got this new team, someone just heard me rapping at a barbecue, and they were like, "I don't want to hear you rap at a barbecue again. I want to see you rap on stage." And I was like, "Oh shit! Like I love that. But what can you really do for me?" And then
Mm-hmm.
they were like, "We'll put you to the studio. Let's go." So that happened for me like about 1.5 years ago. I would say started working within the team.
Okay. So there's that then. So you got your own team and shit, and you got your shit popping. Would you say that you got your own lane when it comes to Utah music and your own flow?
Oh, for sure. For sure, I'm always myself, and that's what I love about music is that you always get the chance to express who you are through your own words and how you want to say it.
Yeah.
Like you get to express yourself in a way that people might not understand, but some people will. And that's what I like is like sometimes it's gonna go over people's heads, but there's gonna be those people that it hits and they're gonna be like, damn, I heard what she said. Don't sleep on that. You
Exactly.
know? I
Yep.
rap and I sing in the same verse and it's rap and it's R&B. I could talk gangster and I could talk love to you. It's a balance of everything
I feel you.
to complete.
Okay. So you could say like you're more like the modern day Aaliyah kind of.
Um, I heard that before, but I don't know. I don't really feel I wouldn't compare myself to any artist, but I feel like I could see where people see that from.
Okay. Okay. Bet. So I mean, let's talk about your last music video you just put out with the Rolls Royce in it. How was that video shoot? And how was the vibe? Like, how was everything?
Honestly, for me, I was really nervous. Like it was my first time popping out after a while. Um, I was in a swimsuit and like it was cold outside, so I was just like, "We need to hurry up and get this done." I didn't know how to work the Rolls Royce. He was like, "You don't know how to roll the windows down?" I was like, "Nah, I never been in one of these before."
Oh
Like,
shit.
but thank you. It was dope to be put in one, but I didn't expect that, you know?
Okay. For sure. And so, I mean, let's get into this right here. So, you said you've done shows. I mean, you got your own team, and I mean, you're really popping it when it comes to your videos. You're putting good artwork together. So, I mean, how is it working with your team, and what can we see coming from Daje?
Oh, there's a lot coming for sure. We've been working all year since we dropped that single to finish our EP. Um, it's gonna be called. I'm gonna let you guys in. It's gonna be called "All That Glitter Ain't Gold." It's gonna be dropping next year, sometime in the beginning, and we're working on finishing that up right now. I appreciate my team because like they're patient with me. Um, they take my ideas in. If I'm saying like, no, that's not how I want to spit it, like let's try it this way, it's always okay, let's go ahead and try it, you know. And I like how when I was at my show, security made sure that nobody was on me. Like they were trying to get out my body, and like he was like, "Let me know if you don't want them to come up to you. I won't let them." And I was like, "I like to feel secure, so thank you for letting me know. But we need more of y'all.
Yeah, for
We need
sure.
more of y'all in here."
For sure. So I mean, let's talk about that part then. For a female artist, do you feel like it's more like nerve wracking having to perform on stage, or do you feel like there's a lot of men that just look at you for your body?
I feel like performing on stage, everybody's the same, but like when you get off the stage, it's the scary part because everybody's looking at you like if you're a jewel that they can't touch. And it's not even that I'm that, because you guys see me walking around the club before I performed, but now you see me perform and I'm something more important to you, or you want me more, you know?
Hmm.
So for me, I just don't want nobody to come towards me if it's not genuine. Don't come towards me because of what it looks like, you
I
know?
feel you. I feel
And
you.
like my security was like, if you want to talk to anybody, let me know. And I was like, no, I don't want nobody to talk to me. Just like keep me like if I'm exclusive. Like treat me like I'm famous already.
Exactly. Like you're a trophy. Like you're a joint from the start, for sure. I
Yeah.
feel you on that one for sure. So, I mean, so when you started doing these music videos and you started popping more, what direction did you feel your music career started going in? Did you start making bigger connections? I mean, what's one big accomplishment that you could say you've done since you started this?
Um, I would just say like my honest thing is being able to write how I feel down because I started like at 9 writing my raps, but then I stopped for a little bit, and then you get back into it. But then it's different once you get older. You're not just so free. It doesn't come out so easily once you get older. I feel like for me anyway.
Oh no, I feel you on that one for sure.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta really think about how you feel when you're writing something down. So for me, I just feel like staying real to myself is a big goal because in this game, it's like people want you to be and look a certain way so that you can pop off faster. And it's like I'm not trying to look or sound no way. If they don't fuck with me for me, then don't fuck with me. You feel me?
I feel you.
Because I'm cool with not being fucked with.
I feel you on that one for sure, for sure. So I mean, shit. There's that right there. So with this music and shit, do you have any like upcoming like projects besides your EP? Do you have any like albums or anything that you're working on?
Well, like I write. I try to write a song a day, but it obviously doesn't get down like that. More like a verse a day. But yeah, there's more coming. We just got to get the beats made. I got to get back in the studio. Um, we're just kind of waiting because the studio's getting redone. So
Mm.
waiting on that part. But right now, it's the photo shoots, the videos. How
Video.
do you say? The music videos?
There's like the videos, the choreography for the videos and shit like that.
Yeah, so we're doing the
The
music videos
rehearsals and
now.
shit.
Yeah, so that's like the type of stuff we're working on right now. But I don't have no friends, so if there's any girls, tap in and we can get you on to a music video for real.
For sure. And I wanted to talk about this real quick because I mean, it seems like you're an artist that's consistent, but at the same time, a shy artist. So let's talk about that real quick. Do you feel like it's good to be consistent? And do you feel like what's one way you feel like music's got you out of like that bubble of shyness?
Well, I feel like I am shy. A lot of people don't take me as shy, but I am shy. Um, I was shaking in my boots when I was performing, so I can't just tell you like I can't tell you. Wait, is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so I can't tell you how to like just get on the stage with no nerves because I was shaking the whole time I was on the stage. It's just how bad do you want it?
Hmm.
I was shaking in my boots, but I want them to know who I am even if I'm shaking.
Okay.
And you said I'm shy. Is that what you said? You think do I come off
Yeah.
shy?
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm a little bit shy.
And it's not like shy as like in a bad thing, but I mean like camera wise for sure.
Really?
Yeah, because but there's a lot of people that are like that. There's a lot of rappers that are like that. Like they're good in the studio, but as soon as they start getting on camera, like they're kind of awkward on camera. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm trying not to be. I'm sorry.
No, not. I'm not talking about now. Like you're good. I'm talking about just like rappers in
Oh my
general.
music.
Like you know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
So it's like I feel you. But what do you feel like Daje really brings to Utah? Where do you feel like your name stamps when it comes to this music shit? Like what makes you stand out?
I feel like what makes me stand out is that I'm not rapping about just one thing. It's not just pussy, and it's not just about money. I could talk to you about like some shit that went down in the streets yesterday. I could talk to you about the cops hitting the blocks over here. You know what I'm talking about? I could rap about multiple things and I could connect to multiple audiences.
For
I
sure.
just feel like for Utah, trying to put it on the map, Daje trying to put Utah on the map is just being myself because I just feel like there's a lot of everybody's original, but no one's you. And even
Yeah.
no one's you either, but I'm saying no one's me. So ain't nobody
Exactly.
doing what I'm doing. No
Exactly.
one's doing shit how I'm doing it. I'm the only one that can.
Exactly.
So I might as well pop my shit and be myself and where it takes me.
For sure. And I was gonna ask this right here. So since you started rapping, and you started like bringing it to like people's attention and shit, did you feel like there was a lot of females around you that started trying to rap and copy your style and shit?
Um, Honestly, I never really paid attention to it like that. I, I just feel like I guess no.
Huh?
I heard some female rappers and I'm just like, okay, but is that who you are? Or who are you trying to be? But that's not for me to judge.
For sure.
You feel me?
For sure.
But just be yourself. That's all I ever try to say. Be yourself because in 10 years you hear that, are you gonna be able to stand on it? Because I could stand on all of my music.
For sure.
That's who I was 10 years ago.
Exactly. So there's those people that'll be rapping about fake money and shit, and then you see them and they
Yeah.
got it on them and shit. So I feel you on that one for sure. So I mean, what's the recording process for Daje when it comes to putting a song together? Like, do you have to be off Henny? Like, how is the process for you? Like to put together a good song? What does it take for Daje?
um. So usually I'm sober. I I drank in there once and I couldn't do it. Like the vibes are cool though always, but I just usually be sober so that my voice can be the most clear.
Yeah.
Um, but it's usually just me and my producer, just me and my producer only, and he just like I wish he was like spit that shit out, like P
Yeah.
Diddy did Keisha Cole. He'd be trying to coach me how to do it, so I appreciate him for that. But I usually be sober out of I do a lot of things sober because I don't want to be caught off guard.
Exactly.
Can't nobody catch me slipping if I'm not slipping.
Exactly. I feel you. And I mean, let's talk about that right there. I mean, because we come from a grimy ass city, the Ogden city, of course. Like, what do you feel like staying on your toes and everything, like, and coming up the way you are, like, with your music? Do you feel like you have to move more swiftly and securely now?
Most
Like, do you?
definitely,
Yeah. Okay.
most definitely. Because I used to go out, like I used to go to 25th Street and kick it all the time. I used to be at the clubs all the time having fun. But now that I've gone to shows and like I had a show where I performed, and when I got off the stage, my team was still on the stage. So a guy grabbed me and he was like, "Let me take you to dinner." And I was like, "Oh no!" Like I'm panicking because I don't know this man. It's a big ass man. He's like, "Let me take you to dinner," and I was like, "No." He was like, "Breakfast." And I was like, "No." Like, where's my security? Like, where's my people?
Hmm.
So I just feel like that right there made me stay on guard because it's like you would think that I would have been good getting off the stage, but right there it was instant. Like, be careful. And there's a lot of girls out here that don't like me, so I'm always keep my shoes on just in case. You know, ain't
Yeah.
nobody catching me slipping. If you want to fight, okay, let's get it, but not in the Crocs.
I feel you on that one. So I was gonna ask this right here. So when you first started putting music out and shit, was it hard for you to bring it to your friends, or just maybe even just another female's ears without like having that second doubt? Like, damn, is this good enough?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like a really confident person. So bringing it to someone else's attention was never the problem. It's the reaction that I got from them.
Okay.
It was usually always quiet. Why is the room quiet after the song is turned off? Like, why y'all ain't hyping me up?
Yeah,
Or why ain't y'all saying that's trash?
for sure.
Why am I not getting no reaction at all? You know?
Exactly.
So
And
that's why it would just feel like my dreams weren't supported from the people that I was showing. But I don't know. I just feel like I intimidate a lot of people, or I come off like I'm stuck up, maybe. But
or
that's
just
never the case.
intimidating in general. You know what I mean?
Yes, and that someone being intimidated by you makes them feel like defensive, and it's like you don't got to be defensive, and not especially not towards me. I got the most love.
Exactly.
My heart is big. I you know, but I be chilling by myself. So
Fucking Daje, I feel you. So I was gonna ask this right here because I mean that's a solid point right there. Have you ever brought your song to like? Because I mean, there's certain men when they'll hear a female rap and they know the female's better than them, they'll stay quiet or they'll give them a negative opinion because they know the female's gonna gas them either way. So
yeah.
like, do you feel that way when it comes to certain like male artists that you've like either collabed with or just talked to in general? Like, do you feel like a lot of male artists hate on female artists?
Well, I would say me personally, I can't speak for nobody else, but I know for myself, like at my first show, our manager, not this show that we just had, but at one of my very first shows, um, our manager said like y'all need to get the crowd lit like Daje did, like interact with them, have them turn on the lights and tell them what's up. And the guy that I was talking to at the time was like, I don't want a crowd like Daje. I want to get my own crowd. And I was like, what that mean? Like
Mm,
my crowd was good, you know, my crowd was fucking with me.
I feel you.
So because you don't have to say that, you know what I'm saying? Just, the point was good. That's winning advice you could have took.
Yeah.
But you think that you know that the crowd was fucking with me more than you, and you see what I'm saying?
I feel you. No, I feel you for sure, for
So
sure.
it's like you don't have to say that you want a crowd better than Daje's. You don't have to tear me down. You could have just been like, yeah, that's what's up. I'm trying to.
Hmm.
I could learn something from that. That's how I always feel anyway.
For
Is
sure.
I could learn something from anybody. Like anybody could say anything in the room. You could have $2 in your pocket and say something, and I'm like, damn, that's some winning advice. Like
That's for
I
sure.
could,
And I was gonna say that right there because I mean there could be that nigga with $2 in the room, but yet he has the better mindset than them niggas with like 50,000. They all got it off scamming and jigging. You know what I mean? For sure. So I
yeah.
feel you on that one.
I prefer someone that got a good heart than bread. Like you can't hug bread. I mean, you
Exactly.
can,
You can,
but
but like you can only make it look good for so long though.
yeah,
That's the facts. Like there's only a matter of time before you start to realize like damn I done bought everything and now like damn what's next? You know what I mean?
exactly. You're gonna run out at some point. You can't call money and say, "Hey, like, I
Yeah,
need
you
some
can have a
help."
conversation with it.
Yeah,
Like you
that's what
might
I'm
be able to
saying.
call the bank teller and shit, but I mean, if you ain't making that kind of money, the bank teller ain't gonna want to talk to you for sure.
See, amen.
I feel you. So I mean, what do you feel like was one of your best shows? Because I mean, it seems like you've done a couple shows, and I mean, you worked with two different teams already. We'll get into that in a minute. But what was your best show?
My best show, I would say my first show was the best. It was the most love that I ever got. Um, Everybody had their lights on, and so I walked off the stage, and like that's when that guy grabbed me. And then like once I got off, like got away from him, I walked outside to take a deep breath. And I remember I looked up at the moon and I said, "Thank you so much for being here with me." And then I looked down and there was this girl in front of me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, are you famous?"
Mm.
And I was like, "No, I'm Daje."
Fucking
And she
that
was like,
shit.
"Did you just perform? I heard you from out here." And I was like, "Yeah, that was me." And he was like, "Wow, you look like you're famous. Can I take a picture with you?" And I was like, "I ain't shit, but yeah, we can
Hell
take a
yeah,
picture, girl."
for sure.
Got
I
me the
mean,
most love.
hell yeah. And I mean, that's the thing right there. When you're first coming up and shit, it's gonna be those first pictures that you take. That when you blow up, those pictures are gonna be the most than the ones that you took when you first blew up. You know what I mean? Like when you first blew
Yeah.
up, those first pictures are gonna be the best. After you blew up, all the photos you take after that, yeah, it's gonna make some money with people. But them first ones when you were just not shit, that's when it
Yeah, and
starts
you
to
was
grow
fucking
up.
with me.
I
Guess
fuck with it.
what?
I fuck with it for sure. So I mean, I feel like you really got your own style, your own way with with this music and shit. Let's talk about these two different teams that you worked with. How like, I mean, you don't have to name like the names or anything, but what studio are you working with now?
It's a studio in Clearfield. So I can say right now I'm working with 4-1.
Okay,
Cynic's great. That's who I'm working with right now. He's taking care of me. He makes sure that I'm safe when I go to my shows. He makes sure that I got everything that I need when I need it. You know, he's trying to make sure that I prosper, and I appreciate that a lot because a lot of people will tell you, I want to help you,
yeah,
and then you got to do something for it.
yeah,
And it's not that, it's strictly business, and I respect that a lot because some people can't keep it business, you know? They'll see a pretty girl and be like, she really want to be famous, but what's she gonna do for it?
that's facts.
Me personally, I'm not sucking dick for nobody. So
Fucking Daje.
you got the wrong one.
No, I feel you on that one for sure. No, fuck that. Nah, I feel you, but see, that's the good thing though. At least you're one of those ones that are like respectable, have morals, and you stand on business. You know what I mean? Like you're all
For
about a
sure.
bag. So I mean, since you're all about a bag, let's talk about it. What's the most you ever made off of one show?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, and I haven't gotten paid off at any shows yet. They all been just for experience. The first show that I had, like with my other team, I was supposed to get paid off of that, but they was playing with me, so I didn't get paid at all. And this other show that I just did, opening up for Sada Baby, it was just for experience, so I wasn't tripping on it. Cause I need the experience anyways. I was up there shaking my boots.
So you performed with Sada Baby. I mean, let's talk about that. I mean, how was it? Did you actually get to kick it with him and meet him when you performed for him?
No, I left early. I had to work the next day. I had to get back to
Oh,
the bag.
okay, okay,
But yeah, I opened up for Sada Baby in Salt Lake at Liquid Joe's, and it was cool. It was cool for the experience. I really needed to learn how to walk in heels. I know that I need to go to the gym because I couldn't breathe when I was performing,
for sure.
and um, but it was cool. Someone got shot after the show, so I'm glad I left when I did. I had a feeling too. I was like, something's gonna happen. Let's get up out of here. Went
Mm.
back. I had to go to work. Clock in at 6 in the morning.
Shit, at least, hey, at least you were at work though. You didn't have to deal with the drama.
That's
You
what I'm
feel me?
saying. I gotta chase a bag too.
That's facts right there. That's facts. I mean, so shit. I mean, you worked with two different teams. I mean, is your parents and everybody proud of you, or whoever you may have around you? Like, are they proud and seeing the difference that you're doing in life with this music?
Um, well, my dad is really proud of me. I would say that he was there when I did my music video, and he was like, "I'm proud of you." Like my dad has always been there. If I had a show, he was there. If I had a football game, he was there. Soccer, there. So anything that I did, my dad has always supported me. My brothers always support me, and I have a lot of people that support me, and I have a lot of people that show me love, and it's from people that you wouldn't expect.
For sure.
People that aren't so close to me show me love quicker than people that are, and you'll be surprised that it's always going to be like that. But my dad is most definitely proud of me. I know my grandpas are proud of me. That's for sure. My grandma Kathleen, she's proud of me. And may they rest in peace. But I could hear him. I could hear him.
For sure. I mean, so this is one question I ask all my fucking artists that come on here. If you had a big enough bag, what would you do for your people, or if not your people, the city?
Damn, that's a good question. Um, I feel like I'm gonna just keep it real. That's just something that is always gonna be about me. Is I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna be open. If I could, I would get my mom away from these streets. I would move her away from here, and then I'll put like a little arcade somewhere in the west side of Ogden, so that the kids out here where I'm from, over the Byrock, I want them to have somewhere that they can go and that they can have a place to like learn or feel safe at or someone to talk to if they don't have that at home. Like I would want to open up a community center or something like that out here in West Ogden so that the people that are out here on this side of the bridge don't have to walk over there to that side of the bridge, to get some help. Like it's our own little village over here, and it's like the kids over here are like you got to go across the bridge to go to everything.
Exactly,
But
to try to get some kind of help or anything. I mean, I feel you on that one because I'm from Ogden itself, like the centro, like just the center, like for sure. So I can understand. Like I literally understand that. Like West Ogden's literally always been its own little place. Like the blocks are small. Everybody over there, like it's rough living for sure over there. You see it. Like I've been over there. I got people that still live up over there. Like all that shit. So I feel you on that one. Let's talk about that though for sure. I mean, do you feel like West Ogden needs a lot more improvement just being the way it is now?
what you trying to say? You think it's ghetto out here?
No, I'm not saying it's ghetto. I love my city. You gotta understand, like I love my city. Like Ogden's my hood. Like I love it. So it's like it's just in general, like for me, I'd want to better the city. Like for me, I'd always want to put a fucking studio up for the kids, like or just anybody in general that could rap. I want to put a studio up. Like I'd want to put a free studio up for my niggas. You know what I mean? For sure. So that way we could at least get shit popping. Cause I feel like Utah really slept on with the artists. We have fire ass artists, and we
We
can't
do.
break that Utah bubble yet. And I don't know why. I can't even explain it. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting on somebody to break that Utah bubble for sure.
I see what you're saying, and I feel like the conditions here aren't really as bad as they could be. We grew up in like I guess where it's ghetto to us, but to somebody else, if they came from like, for example, say Compton, they come over here, they're gonna be like, this ain't shit. You know,
Oh yeah, you
we
run
actually
into
do
that
got it
all
pretty
the
good.
time. Yeah,
Yes,
you
we
run into
actually got it pretty good. We did see some violence and shit, but it's like
yeah.
I didn't pay too much attention to all that shit. I was like, I
Okay.
seen it, and it was just like I knew that it scared me. So I didn't try to pay too much attention to it. I always, even as a kid, I had anxiety. So like when all of the gang shit would start happening, because I would be aware of it, obviously, but I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't pay it no mind, and I guess like now that I'm older, that's what really why it doesn't scare me, because it's like my life is in God's hands. If something does happen to me, it's because God wants me to come home,
I feel you.
as bad as it might could be,
I feel you. I feel
And
you.
that sounds crazy, but it's like I heard someone say it, like don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of except being scared. Like if you go outside and like think that you're gonna get hit by a rock, you might get hit by a rock, but you don't think you're gonna get hit by a rock. You don't get hit by a rock unless God wants you to get hit by a rock. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts for sure. For sure. I feel you on that. Like it's just like if it happens, like I feel you. It was meant to happen. I
Yeah,
feel
so
you
it's
on
like
that one for sure. So I mean, this is a big question right here. What's something you would tell your younger self, knowing that you're making big moves and doing what you're doing now? What would you tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self that I love her. I would tell her that she's worth it and that everything's gonna be okay. I would tell her that she's smarter than everybody thinks that she is. Don't listen to them. Follow her own heart because her heart knows what's true. And she always has known what the truth is. I would tell her, don't try to be like these people. Don't try to fit in with them. Because you try to fit in with them, you're going to be like everybody else. And, ooh, girl, you're not going to like it very much. But
I
come here,
feel
let
you.
me give you a hug.
I feel you on that one for sure. For sure, because like in general, like going back to the city topic, because like I mean the city's not bad, but at the same time, like we have a worse murder rate than Chicago, and it's proved like actual factual shit. Like so, I mean the city pops off and it pops off, but at the same time, like everybody's well
Yeah,
known. We can all agree on that. Like if you're from Ogden, then like guarantee you know everybody. So that's a good thing,
yeah,
but that's another reason why shit don't really pop the way it does. And if it does pop off and somebody does get killed, it's always the whole city against the nigga that fucking killed somebody. because it's always the person that killed somebody in the city. Like when somebody from the city dies, that fool always ends up dying from somebody that was a nobody. You know what I mean? And then the whole
Yeah.
city's always going against it because the person that died was well loved by everybody in the city. So I feel you on that one for sure. But I mean, shit. It seems like you got your own potential. You got your own shit going. You got your management and shit going. You're working with Cynic. Great. How's that? Like, how's Cynic? You know, how's working with him? Because I mean, he was working with my big homie Doe and Playboy back in the day. Put him in the videos and shit. So how was that?
I love working with Cynic. Like, Cynic is dope to me. He's he'll just like when I'll show him my idea. Well, like the first time I got in the studio with him, he's a busy man, you know, so he was on the phone.
For sure.
He played my beat. He said rap for me on the phone, looking at his phone. I was like, that's kind of disrespectful. He ain't looking at me in my eyes, but okay, let me spit anyhow. I start spitting. He puts the phone down and he looks at me. He said, "Oh, go ahead and get in the booth." I said, "Oh shit, he fucking with me. He
Okay.
fucking with me. I'm loving it." So I get in this booth. I start spitting, and he's like, "Yeah, like I see potential. Like I'm ready. You know, like it's." And if you're ready, if you're down to do it, all you gotta do is show up.
For sure.
And like that's what I like. And he keeps it professional. It's never no weird energy from him. Like you start getting from um other people that I've worked with, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never no weird energy. It's always professional. Like what can he do to help me better myself as an artist? Or he's just gonna tell me what I need to do better if
For
I
sure.
don't ask. Because I'm gonna help him make money and we gonna both go far. You know?
I feel you. For sure. For sure. So I mean, shit. Do you have any upcoming shows that are coming up that you can let the fans know about, or how can the fans reach you or want to work with you if you want to do a collab?
So right now I don't really have any new shows coming up. I'm kind of focusing on finishing my EP or yeah, EP.
Yeah.
Um, but if you guys want to get in touch with me, I had to make a new snap, but it's the Daje Gabbana, or I'm on Instagram, Twitter at Daje Gabbana, Facebook just Daje. You can find me
Okay.
there. Anything with Daje, Daje,
Okay. Bet. Bet.
Daje. Don't let them get it twisted.
For sure. I know. I had you're over there tripping. Are you gonna call me Deja? Like, girl, trip. Calm down.
Yeah, see, everybody calls me Deja though. I had to make sure.
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? The reason I didn't though is because my sister's named Deja. So I was like, I'm already knowing.
Oh,
So
see, good.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm already knowing for sure. So I mean, shit. I feel like we've covered all like the basics and the topics and everything. So if you want to go ahead, I mean, pop your shit real quick and talk your shit and do your little outro for sure. Let them know.
Um, I just want to say this. Um, Everybody keep it real. Keep it real to yourself. If you don't keep it real with nobody else, make sure you keep it real with yourself always, because a lot of y'all are delusional out here, and it's getting bad. It's getting bad, guys. So we need to be real with ourselves. And we need to be real with each other. My real shit to say is get money, stay in your lane, and get out the way.
Yeah,
These these people ain't nothing to be tripping on.
that's facts.
If you get your money, stay out the way. You can get out of the way. You can go see other cities and meet new people, because Ogden is not the only place for us.
Fuck
The
no, it's
world is
small as
waiting for
fuck.
you. The
That's
world is
facts.
waiting for us to come meet it, and we better go see it before it's too late.
That's facts.
And we need to show each other more love. I feel like be nicer to each other. Be nicer to me at least. Damn, I don't know why everybody in the world is so mean.
Let me
But
find out Daje's over here getting bullied.
for real.
Oh hell no.
But that's really all I got to say. Just yeah, tap in. My single's out up now by Daje, produced by Camiato.
Okay, okay. Produced by the homie and shit. I feel you. See you.
Yeah, so thank you for having me on your show, though. I appreciate you for
Yeah,
having me so that
yeah. You
people
already
get
know. Yeah, you already know. It's episode 13. We got Daje on here. You guys already know, man. It's been popping. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let you off stage real quick. I'm gonna pop my shit real quick. So I mean, thank you for everything. Thank you for having like on the show and everything for real.
for sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dwight.
Oh shit. My bad. Daje, go ahead and drop that in the comments. My bad. So look, guys, it's your boy Baby Thug. That was episode 13 with the. Oh God, it's got me coughing. But it's episode 13 of the Baby Thugger Show with your boy Baby Thugger, with the one and only Daje coming out of Ogden City, Utah. You guys go check her music out at Daje. If you guys want to get in touch with her, it's at Daje Cabana on Instagram. But look, man, I'm gonna pop something real quick because look, I'm gonna say it like this for all you Utah rappers, man. If you guys want to get up out that Utah bubble and shit, man, you guys need to step your game up, stay consistent, and keep your foots on niggas' necks for sure, man. I see my boys GMB, man. They just dropped that fucking song. Like I said, that 50 Cent freestyle, man. They were smart with it. They did it, and they did it right. And look at them. They're at 52,000. They're at 52,000 views and 1,000.7 subscribers, I think. My boys are running it up, man. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's your boy Baby Thug. We just hit 893 subscribers altogether. If you guys want to, man, go ahead and get us to that 1K before the end of the year. If not, shit, we gonna run up that 1K at the beginning of the year. Either way, we running it up, man. It's your boy Baby Thug. I'm out. Hey, shout out my boy Food and Felons. I just seen that comment real quick. Hold on. Shout out my boy Food and Felons. Shout out my motherfucking boy Dubs. Y'all already know what it is, man. Those are my big homies, my sponsors, my motherfucking main motherfucking niggas, man. You guys already know, man. Shout out Dubs. Shout out Food and Felons. When we get this shit popping, you guys are gonna see me, Dubs, and Food and Felons doing a bunch of shit. And you're gonna be seeing your boy pull up in something fresh, man. Watch. I'm working my ass off, saving up. And not only that, when I start running these YouTube checks up right, nigga, we gonna do it right, nigga. Cause I've been chilling, nigga. So watch. We gonna get it right. Shout out my boy Food and Felons, though, man. I love you guys for all tapping in, man. We're getting bigger as the year goes. Like, I didn't think we'd get this big. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This shit got me surprised right now. We just hit 893, which is crazy because we just barely hit 800 yesterday. And now we're almost at 900 in a day. So let's go, man. Everybody, it's your boy Baby Thugger. I'm out.